Hi, lovelies. Beautiful people. Kamina the coach here. I'm not going to talk about anything for you. It's all for me. So this is a plea to you for your help. I have finally decided to take the leap and start looking for my birth parents. Before, I should have done some more research before I started my search. I've purchased two DNA tests, and one of them won't even show me family matches. So I bought a new one called CRI because it popped up as the number one best and no one's ever even heard of it. So hopefully they'll add the family finding feature eventually. But apparently I should have gone with Ancestry because all of the family finding experts say that Ancestry is the best because it has the largest pool of people. And so the family one that I bought was Family Tree, unfortunately. That was my gift to myself for my birthday because my birthday is January 16th. So of 2021, I couldn't be on a beach somewhere and I didn't want to go to a cabin in the mountains by myself. So I so I just bought those as a gift to myself and it cost me almost $300. So CRI will do my health and an in-depth family tree, but not family finder. Like they won't give me the names and emails of people that I match with. And from my understanding, family tree will. I've also found a free group on Facebook, Search Angels, who will help me search for free, which is pretty amazing. I am going to register with IRSS, which is also irss.org. If you're searching, it's free, but you do have to print the form and send it off to them. And if you send a small donation, then they'll send you back confirmation that they've received your application to register. And all you need to know is date of birth and place of birth, I think, to register. So DNA registered and I've got on this free forum. I have a really hard time with groups because negativity, because I'm so empathic, negativity affects me so deeply. So people are just so perpetually negative these days. I have a hard time sustaining group membership, but I recognize that I really need support for this. The reason why I haven't done it in so long, people always, so I did a video on what not to ask an adoptee. It's really frustrating when the first thing people ask me when they find out I'm adopted is, oh, do you know your birth parents? Why haven't you tried to find them? It's not that simple. Of course, it's getting easier and easier day by day, but as technology advances, but it was, especially I found out at 32, so 10 years ago, I found out, and then it was really elusive. So why now? I don't know. I guess moving back to the United States has made me feel so isolated. It's really strange. There's this real difference between the feeling of loneliness and the awareness of being alone, which is disconcerting. It's scary. It is, especially as I get older, it is scary for me to feel so alone. I'm not lonely. I do fine by myself. But I do feel utterly alone sometimes, and it is a little scary. Not sad so much, but it is pretty scary. So this video is my plea to anybody who watches this. Please, can you please send this video out? I'm going to give you some information about who I am and where I came from. And if you're watching this and you happen to think that I might be your sister, or you know my mother or father, or you are my mother or father, please contact me. Kamina.hall@gmail, KAMINA.HALL@gmail.com. Please contact me if you have any clues at all. Okay, so I was born according to my birth certificate on January 16th, 1979 at like 2:32 p.m. That's what's written on the birth certificate. My birth certificate wasn't registered until February 6th. February 6th or February 16th. But again, this is my adopted birth certificate. So I don't have my real birth certificate because I didn't find out that I was adopted until I was 32. So my birth certificate says I was born January 16th, 1979 in Dallas, Texas. I was adopted by Carla Alice Jackson. Her maiden name is Jackson. Her married name is Dees. D is in David, E-E-S. I think she's still alive. My adoptive father has passed. His name was Billy Raymond Dees. D is in David, E-E-S. And yeah, they were living in Odessa, Texas at the time. So supposedly I was adopted in Dallas. There was no hospital listed on the birth certificate, but my adoptive mother's sister says she thought it was at a Baptist hospital in Dallas. Once I finally found out that I was adopted and I confronted my adoptive mother about it, she says that all she knows, or what she thinks she knows, and take this with a grain of salt, because if you watch my other videos, she lied a lot. She has a lot of mental health issues. She said she thinks my birth mother was Italian. She thinks her last name was Fiore, Fiore or something like that. It would make sense if she came from a strong Italian Catholic background, that they would be pissed off if she got pregnant out of wedlock by a black guy. So she said both her and my aunt have said dad was in the Navy, but as I research adoptees and stuff, apparently that's a story a lot of people say. To make them make themselves feel better about sleeping with a transient man, a man that was just passing through. So saying that somebody was in the military feels like it was like noble, them passing through. So everything with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's really my birth date. I do know those are the people I was adopted by, and I know that's where they lived, but I don't know if I was really born in Dallas. I don't know if I was really born at a Baptist hospital. I don't know if my birth mother is really Italian and her last name is Fiore. I don't know. We're going to go with one of my parents had to have been African American, pretty obviously. And in case you don't know, I identify as African American, but I'm probably biracial. So father was probably black, mother was probably white, and they said he was in the Navy. Again, all taken with a grain of salt. And that's it. I am looking for anyone that can help. Even if you're not a brother and sister, if you're a cousin, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, I would love to find a grandmother, grandfather too, who could help point me in the right direction. I would like to have a blood tie to anybody on earth. I feel very alone. So if you guys could help me, I would really appreciate it if you would just share this everywhere. I'm terrified of what I'll find, but I'm even more terrified of not trying and waiting too long. So there we have it. Wishing you love, light, peace, and joy. I appreciate all your help in advance. And I'll see you next time. Kamina the Coach. Peace.